Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back for our online tournament. Today we will have two tournaments again. First one being the beginner tournament, second one being the Happy Pawn Open. I think you start to know about it. You start to know about our different tournaments, and we will have the same kind of rules for each tournament, meaning that we will have 5 minutes plus 5 seconds per move for each player of the tournament. And we will also have 100 points for every student that choose to join the tournament. And they can also have another bonus if they manage to win some games. Let's say it like this. So let's go for the stream right away. Up. Okay, so here we are on the Happy Pawn Open. So today I will not play, so we'll be able to have a look a bit more at the games. We can see that we have 12 players in this Happy Pawn Open. We have John, so hello John. We have Mathis that joined as well. We have Justin, we have Lulu, I think Lulu or Lulu, I'm not sure. We have AKMM, Happy Pawns. Potato Turtle is back, Jennifer, and we even have Teacher Seb. So everything is going perfect for this tournament. And we still have another player that just joined. Who is that? I'm not sure, but we will see that a little bit later. In the beginner tournament, we have quite a lot of players again. But it's quite good to see. We have Lucas that joined today, Gaspar as well, Gino that is also a student from Happy Pawn, Samira, it's been a long time that we didn't see her. So I think we will have a lot of nice games to look at, and we will see that right away. So let me open all these games. So I put it at the beginning so we don't have any spoil. Starting with the game of Gaspar against Gino. Let's see how it will go. Oh, I might have to adjust a bit the screen on the stream. I actually changed my screen, and now I have a much bigger screen, but it doesn't fit so well with okay, let me adjust it. So it doesn't fit so well with OBS that we use to stream. Seems like OBS don't like about big screen too much. So up. Okay, I think it should be better like this. Okay. Okay, like that should be okay. Up. All right, so now you can actually see the games. Quite a good news, much easier. Okay, so Gaspar against Gino. Let's go back to that. We have an Italian game, starting with theory, I would say, like everything normal. Gino is actually quite strong already, even if it's the first time that I see him in a tournament. Let's see how he can play. Trading the white square bishop. Okay, white try to take the center. Black is attacking the center, protecting the knight in the middle. And now it seems like Gaspar is preparing to have a long castle. As the F column is already open, the E column is open. It will be quite logical, I would say, to have the two rooks on the E and F column. In the case of Gino, it seems like he's more focused on maybe using those two columns later with the rooks. But we also have like a pawn here that is a little bit weak. Okay, so one knight is traded. I'm not sure that it would have been like so useful, but if you don't trade, the little problem is that if, let's say, black castle right now, then white can just take and it open up your castle a little bit. So I guess that's why Gaspar chose to trade. Okay, and now we have the long castle as expected. All right, so let's put this game on pause a little bit and we will go for the next game. What do we have here? So similar things, an Italian opening with the, I would say, some sort of an early attack, even if it looks more like a sacrifice. And Justman actually saw it So it will be a little bit difficult for us to know about the level of both players as they both have a question mark. I guess we will see that during the game. Oh, that's queen that is dead. Okay, so it seems that Park has some little trouble, early trouble, playing a lot with his knight. Okay, so now trying to sort it out, but the position is really passive for white, and it should not be too difficult for black to win, except if we have some mistakes from black. I guess that's what Park is hoping for. Next game we have Samira against Satak. So clear advantage about the ranking, 500 points advantage for Satak. Let's see how it will go. Okay, so we have I would say classical Caro-Kann with the exchange variation. Okay, everything classical around there. Trading the bishop for the knight, I'm not so sure about that. At least that's not how I play it, but we will see what will happen. I guess maybe a smart technique for Samira might be to just trade the pieces just to be sure that everything will be fine and that maybe she can hope for a draw. So we'll have a look at that later just to be sure, and we will know a bit more. Okay, so in the in the normal open, what do we have? Almost all the games are already finished. Belgium went really fast. Okay, so that was a fast game. And we still have Matisse against Potato Turtle, Justifer against Lulu, Atiyah against Seb, Teacher Seb, and Justin against Justman. Justman is playing both tournaments, actually, I think. Yeah, okay, Justman is playing both tournaments. Let's see how we can manage. I have to flip the board to take the side of Justin. Up. Okay, so we have some sort of passive defense, French defense, a bit passive like this. Okay, let's see how it will go. For now, everything looks to go fine. Okay. 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 So looks like the game is still equal. We have still, I would say, quite a big advantage about the efficiency of the pieces from black, but let's see how it will go. It will still be a little bit of a tense endgame. Potato Turtle, you know, I really like you, I really appreciate you as a player, but I have to take the side of Matisse on this one, as he is probably much younger as well, but we will see that. So Matisse is actually one of our students at Happy Pawn. Okay, so Matisse got a pawn, but immediately he lost it. We can probably have some interesting things around here, I guess, by just taking the knight. And if this knight is taken, you can take here, and then it will be a trade at the end, but trading quite a lot of pieces. That's not what Matisse has chosen. He chose to take the knight and let this bishop die quietly. Okay, so until there, no surprise. Okay, trying to block, but you have the en passant here. Okay, I think it has been missed by Matisse. En passant end up losing a pawn and have quite a strong attack on this castle already. Seems a bit tense. I guess he don't really have any other option than bringing the rook to protect, because pushing the pawn might not really work. So a bit tense on white castle right now. Justifer against Lulu, what do we have there? So a classical Justifer defense, really passive, but building for sure. Lulu, in the other hand, did some sort of French defense or Sicilian. Don't get me wrong, I am not a specialist of any of this opening, and the position looks really similar to both of them, especially with the push of c5, but because the bishop is out, I would tend to say that it looks like a Sicilian more than a French defense, but I cannot be sure about that, I have to say. Okay, so Justifer is actually pushing quite aggressively on that. On that king side, I would say pretty normal. Okay, opening to play the queens. the trade is done. So I guess Jessica is probably, I was gonna say he was probably ready to block the queen side and focus fully on the king side, but now he brings his king on the king side and he let the rook. Okay, that's a bit surprising, I have to say, but to be fully honest, actually that bishop was at least as strong as the rook was there. Oh, that's not so great. Now you have to trade the bishop pair. Yeah, that's immediate trade, and the knight here quite have a strong position. I really like the knight here. Seems really powerful to me. Let's see what will happen next. We will continue to have a look at it. Lulu, quite have a low time now, already 30 seconds on the clock. And then we have Atia against teacher Seb. Oh, here you have to 35, I think. Okay. What's the catch? Taking the pawn here. And then, okay, I'm not sure I get it. I'm not sure I really understand. Okay, probably try to go for full attack. Wow. Okay, that hurt a bit, I guess. Okay, so finally pushing the pawn. Bishop is still there. Okay, so that's a bit messy at the end. Advantage for white on that. Okay, taking pawn, moving the rook, attacking around there. Okay, 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 okay. Ouch, nice block. So now it is back, just one piece down, but actually can you get the rook back? That's a big question. I guess maybe focus on the pawn seems also quite a smart technique on that. Let's go back to our game. What has gone there? Actually, nothing much, because Gino lost on time after this move. So well played, Gaspar. What happened after that? So we were on that. Okay, and okay, end up having white resign. So quite logical through that game. Samira against Sartak. We were around there. Let's see how it went just after. Okay, little pawn, another little pawn. Okay. Oh, that's not a little pawn, that's a gift. Okay. Another gift. Okay. What's going on in Sartak? I don't understand. I mean, everything was going fine. Now he starts to sacrifice a lot of pieces. Oh, but Samira just sacrificed the rook back. Okay, this game is full of sacrifice. Not sure I fully understand everything is what's going on there. So here you have a bishop, a rook sacrifice, but if you take that, you're just down a piece. And now you're down like more than that, you can full rook. Okay, so after that, the endgame makes quite no surprise, I guess. As I think it will be pretty easy for white to win, especially with rook advantage. And we are back here, so we still have one game is Samira against Sartak that we will continue to follow. For now, Gaspar and Jasmine are leading the tournament. What about Jasmine there? Oh, it looks like he disconnected in his game against Justin. Okay. Okay. So now the bishop is trapped. And the must-do thing for black is definitely to go to take that pawn. But now that they push all the pawns, it's a bit more difficult. It will be much easier to actually go straight for the pawn, because you cannot take it alone with a knight. Yeah, here is one of the little problems. You might want to just take that, and here, as it's quite blocked, you still have time to go to take that pawn. But yeah, now it's a bit tense. Jasmine is back offline. I'm not sure what is happening. Say that he left the game. So we'll see about that. 2-1. Okay. So I guess, okay. So Justin won it on time, but in the game it's pretty tense. I mean, all the black pawns are on white squares, but how can actually black perform to go there? They cannot, because we'll have like a left, right from this dear white king, and there is not really any way to find a way to push your pawn. So could it be a strategy to go there, lose those 2 pawns, and try to take that? Maybe, but that's risky. All right, so we'll probably end up in a draw if it was me, but end up with victory on time because I think Jasmine has been playing the 2 games at the same time and he forgot that she has a second game to play. Maybe. Okay, so Protector Turtle against Matisse. Where were we? We just come back to this game. Up. So this, we saw it already. And we said that Matisse is having quite a lot of trouble already. Yeah, trying to escape the king, but still end up losing the pawn. Yeah, that's a bit too slow to turn around with 3 pieces. Okay, so trying to escape. Okay, fair enough. So end up with a short, like a king-side castle to a queen-side castle. That's a little bit confusing, but she got a pawn back, another pawn. Okay. Trade the bishop. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. And now trading the queen. Is trading the queen a possibility there for Matisse? I think you don't really have choice if you want to save this piece. Why not saving the bishop? I think he forgot about. Huh? Okay. So I'm a bit confused. Okay, I'm really confused by what both players are doing. Just have to push your pawn. That's probably the easiest thing to do, or maybe, yeah. You kind of want to force black to take that bishop, because now you have to take it, but you just lose your bishop. Yeah. So what's going on? But you have to push your pawn. Go for a queen. Sacrifice. And, okay, now you game over. It took a bit too much time. Okay. All right. So I guess it had some little mistakes in the end game, definitely, on that, which I'm totally not sure about how Matisse ended up managing it, but let's see about that later. So the knight coming here, I think the knight is perfect there. I don't really need to move it, but okay, going for some checks, escaping, and end up taking a bishop. Okay, I think it has some little mistakes from black about the way they manage the knight, because the knight was perfect, definitely perfect. And now the knight is not really powerful. Same as here. I mean, if you look a bit clearly at what's going on in a game, do you really have to take the rook? No, you don't. But can you take something else instead? Yeah, you can take that pawn. This pawn is free. In case white takes the rook here, you can just take it back and you're fine. But now that you do the wrong trade first, after the knight is there, and now you cannot take the pawn anymore. So what will you do? Moving there to try to attack the other pawns? Yeah, probably. Going back to start the knight. And now trying to push. Seems a bit too fast for me. If you continue to push, it's definitely too fast. Because now you have a pawn alone, but can you really get something from that? Can you really get something without the king? Not sure. I mean, the pawn cannot go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about that. Now the pawn is quite stuck. Okay. Okay. The pawn is quite stuck, even if it's still quite difficult to play for white, definitely. There is a move to play here, like definitely knight c5 is actually an interesting move. So you can get to attack this pawn, maybe get there to attack this other pawn. But the rook clearly show, okay, I will not stay there forever to protect that pawn. Now I'm going there, and then I'm going to attack the pawns, and you cannot do anything. So I'm not sure why let the knight being pinned like this. Why going back with the king, I'm not sure. Because now that you have a check, you're sure to lose pawns. Yeah. And now it's too late to go for that. Because you lose already all your pawns. the king is doing a bit of nonsense. Yeah, just waiting. Okay. Okay, so a bit difficult about the end game, about the management from what I saw in two of these games. Interesting games, but the end game is difficult. And we were on that game with teacher Seb, so we see what's going on in that game. If teacher Seb managed to, we say, solve the problem or not, because he got a rook back, and now he's down a piece, but against the 1300, I guess, could be fine. But the amount of pawn is quite low, that's not so easy. Is Atitia really 1300? Okay, yeah. Now it starts to be a little bit difficult. Okay, so Seb managed to get the pawn back, the piece back, but now down pawns, and have to play with the endgame, which will definitely not be so easy to play. Okay, so trying quite a lot. That's nice to see anyway. Okay, and now that the queen is there, yeah, okay. All right, so go back to the tournament. Gaspard attack end up playing quite well. What do we have next? Let's open all the 3 games. So we have Sartak against Jasman. We have Gaspard against Aller, I guess. Aller, maybe. So Aller, we have no idea what level is Aller, and we have Puta against X. X, not sure, but we'll see what Puta can do against a player that looks stronger. Okay, little mistakes maybe from that. Got 2 pawns for the piece, it's not bad. And now Puta is going for some attack, but probably trading a bit too much. It seems like you had some interesting move here. I see beautiful diagonal. Maybe moving the queen can be quite nice, because you have a rook, and there is actually nothing to protect the rook. It's impossible to protect, so it's a free rook. Okay, so of course trading all the pieces now. Oh, that's okay. So a little bit of pieces mistake, unfortunately, but Puta get 1 back. A bit sad, like, oh, actually can go to take another pawn there. Okay, can Puta come back from that? That will be amazing to see, as he's just down not much at the end. The knight is a problem. The knight is a problem, and another problem is that you have bishop check, which is quite annoying, I would say. So should you try some bluff or not? Because in case that white plan, okay, now maybe you can just purge that. What? Okay, now you can actually take that, I guess. But you lose your rook, that's a little problem. It only depends on, yeah, okay, so it's, okay, so now it's a rook up against 2 pawns. Can Puta manage to find a four that will actually launch the whole game again? Maybe. He found one already, can he find a second one? I guess we will see that a bit more in detail. Please, Puta, don't trade. Okay, so Puta is not trading anymore. He keeps his knight alive. That's nice to see. And we'll open all this 6th game up in the normal tournament. Okay, so Puta is holding it, not giving away any pawns, any pieces anymore. Can he solve it? That would be quite a nice sheet from him. Might need to move the king now, just to be able to survive on that. Okay, so let's go back to Gaspard against Aller. I have no idea who is Aller. I think it's the first time I see Aller. So we will see that. Up. Okay. Taking the pawn. Taking the pawn seems not the best move. Okay, trading. So now we have a weird pawn structure around there. Oh, that's tricky. That's tricky, but get a pawn. Okay. Pretty clean from Gaspard. We keep that around here, and go back to Chatman against attack. So same kind of defense as we saw before from attack. Okay, don't really understand what's the point of giving a pawn away, but nobody takes it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, could you even end up taking that? Maybe just better to take that, but now it's a big choice. It's a big choice for white. They cannot take the queen, otherwise they check. So now it's a free queen that is gone. Might be a little problem. Okay, so we let that game around here. Okay, we let get that game here and come back later. Unfortunately, Kuta didn't manage to succeed on that game, but I'm sure he can do it on the next games. And what do we have in the normal tournament? We have Aditya against Bungle John. We'll see how it goes. Wow, a lot of trade right away. That's an equal trade at the end. Everybody is developing. Everybody is trying to target the center pawn, which is the weakness of white. It seems that Aditya is actually playing quite nice for his ranking. Okay. Potato Turtle going in a troll mode against Lulu, as they have a huge ranking difference. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I can still take back with the knight actually, but you have a bishop hanging, so you might want to take that first. The bishop was already hanging. Well, why not just because you have the knight here. But if you take okay, so took a bit of time to calculate. Okay, now that's just multiple trades. All right, Justin against CB Mihit, a pure 1,300, 500, so quite nice. Let's see how it will go. Oh, Justin, I hope you will find some good squares. It's a bishop. Okay, so a little bit difficult for Justin for now. Ouch. Not really looking at what the other player is doing. That's a little problem. Okay, I got the idea of Justin. Now he got, he got a queen on a check. You get the queen on a check because you take, king has to move, and now you take the queen on a check, pawn take, and you take the bishop. So it's totally winning, but you need to play it. Okay, so now you get the fork anyway, get the bishop, just lost the bishop in between. Okay, so no risk anymore. Let's see if Justin can manage to get it up. What do we have here? Gino against Sambavi. I think I saw Sambavi before. So no, already it's a fine player indeed. And we will see that. Okay, I really don't like to have a queen, to put a queen in a position that the queen is pinned right away. But now it's actually Black's problem because the rook is unprotected. Okay. All right. So everything seems to go fine for now. Okay. So everything seems to go fine. Yes, we might have some little surprise in this game, but let's see how it will go. Teacher Seb against Matisse. That will be a nice game. Up. Sorry, Teacher Seb, I have to take the side of Matisse on this. Let's see if you can deal with Matisse. I'm sure you can, but maybe Matisse can try something at least. Okay, so Matisse maybe a little bit greedy, but got a pawn. Pawn taken back by a little tactic trick from Teacher Seb. What's going on? What will Teacher Seb do? Is it even a possibility to play knight take? I think so. I might play that. Knight take here, bishop take, and then take the knight. I think that's way better getting another pawn. But let's see about that. Okay, so Matt is trying some tricks. Oh, that's losing a pawn. Okay, choose to take the rook first. Now I have to move. Okay. So what is having a small advantage there? I would probably take take the knight and the pawn. Seems like quite nice indeed. Even if because the knight is much stronger than the rook for that part, that is for me. Justify going with an even more compact defense than before. That's crazy. Okay, so I guess maybe this kind of move, like trying some tricks around there, you have a free pawn to take here. It's have a lot of things. Okay, taking that one first, go and try to attack. Now you cannot take that pawn anymore. Okay, so a lot of pressure on the castle of black. Can they survive? Usually what I say is like the first one who can successfully push the pawn and attack will win the game. And here is white that arrived first. So I would tend to say like white are already winning. But they made a clear mistake by sacrificing a piece. Now, I'm not sure. I mean, black get a brand new castle right now. And Jessica is offline. Okay, so let's see how it will go. Matt is trying to trade the knight, because this knight indeed is quite strong. Knight traded, but now teacher said I actually have a fully open column on a pawn at the back, weakened, impossible to protect. That might be the key. I mean, if you get the knight and a pawn, it's pretty fair compared to rook. It is quite fine. Okay, now losing that. Was it intentional to lose that pawn? Not sure. Maybe to go to take that. Maybe to go to take that. But Matty saw a check, and now he saw that he can get the queen, and there is no way to come to protect it back. So what's the solution there? Can you actually protect that? Answer is no. No, you cannot. You get surprised. Yeah, now it's checkmate. Okay, it seems like Tishasev is not in his best day. And congratulations, Mathis. That was a nice little surprise attack. Up. Jessica against Jasmine, it's going back. The castle of black, like artificial castle with a rook and a knight, is still holding for now. But as you can see, if you don't push your pawn to attack the castle, white are not even close to being troubles. And that's a big problem when you play that kind of game. Here we clearly lose the knight, but might have some trade, might have some traps around there. When you push the knight, you have this, it's pinned, but I don't get it. I was gonna say like it's pinned, but you can actually move your queen and attack this knight. But now I don't understand what's going on. I mean, probably one of the real goal, and I think really that black should be ready to sacrifice material, is to get that pawn away, to get that bishop away, just to be able to put a rook on that column. Because this will be a strong move. This will be a strong move if you can get that and open that. Now, I mean, understand why I don't want to open that, but now it's open anyway. And what will you do? Take with a knight? Take with a pawn? Okay. I have to say I'm really confused by the way white are playing their defense, but it's look that it's actually holding. Like, it's fine for now. So big question is like, you are black, where do you develop your bishop? You cannot develop it here, that looks pretty nice. Cannot go there, cannot go there, cannot. Oh, maybe you can go there. Here, is it a useful square? Maybe if you want to sacrifice it on a bishop, but you kind of have to, and now you have a threat of checkmate. And you're losing a rook. So what to do? It seems like black are too late. Now you have to sacrifice your knight here, but it doesn't work. If you sacrifice the knight, then pawn take, and if you move, you will be in check. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Now what can you do? That's a huge question. Because there is no way, there is no checks. You can only move. Actually, the knight can cover. The knight can cover, so it look okay. But I'm afraid of some move like rook take, and you have a double attack. Oh, that's a blunder. Oh, that's another. Why? Take the knight. So now what's the plan? I mean, by pushing the pawn, you allow black to move up, and once they move up, you cannot check them anymore. Uh-oh. Little trouble. And you link the rooks. So now it seems like time pressure is getting crazy on both players, and black looks like they are the ones who are fine now. Okay, going for the check, but it brings nothing. The pawn is completely trapping everything. You don't have to go for a check. Okay. So now what's next? Another check? Can it be? Taking the pawn, okay. Not sure I understand. Yeah, okay, you take the pawn. What about rooks there? Okay, so Jasmine is quite low time. Will he be able to manage something there? Not ready, he's running away. He's running away, but there is still a check. And now the king is quite trapped. You have two squares. Is this one really better? No, it's not. Now you have to move and you will be in danger by the pawns. And after that you have two squares again. Where do you move? If you move there, you checkmate. Oh, not checkmate, you have square. Okay, well, anyway, Christopher ended up managing to win that game. That was a bit tense, I have to say. That was a bit tense. And I saw quite a lot of little, I would say, inaccuracy because of time pressure, I guess. So it could go both sides, indeed. Okay, Gino, what happened in Gino's games? End up trapping. Okay, he ended up like getting so much material that somebody resigned and Justin ended up having a stalemate. What? You had a queen, Justin. How did you manage to have a stalemate? Oh, by trying to push pawns in a random way. Okay, how do you get a stalemate from that? Oh no. Oh no, you don't have to trade the queen. Okay, so a little bit inaccurate about Justin. That's a bit sad to wait your game like that, definitely. Could probably do better. Potato Turtle end up to do the job, bringing the pawn, taking the queen. What happened in Bungle Jones games? So Aditya actually won 2 games and have been playing quite well, I have to say. So it's pretty okay, pretty nice. What do we have for this next round? Up, let me open all these games. We'll have a look at it step by step. Up, put it everything from the beginning. And now we can go to the beginner tournament to see what is going on in this round number 3. Up. Okay, so let's start with that. Sartak against Gaspar. Up. Let me just take something to drink and we will have a look at both games step by step. Okay, so this kind of move is actually pretty, I would say, famous one, where you just sacrifice your knight on a pawn and then you plan to push a d pawn, having a little fork between both. I will give you a special technique. If you see this kind of thing happening, you sacrifice your bishop as well, because you know that you will have this kind of move. So you sacrifice your bishop on a check, and then you get your pawn back, basically. So that's the easiest thing to do. And you end up not giving white what they wanted to do. Because if you give them what they want to do, then they just, I would say, like grab pawn, center pawn, for not so many reasons. Okay, at least now you can maybe grab the pawn. Okay. All right. So this is how it goes. Justman against IX. Timeout for Justman indeed, because he was playing on the other one. White timeout for full time. Still join. Up Samira against Ale. I think this game will be a little bit difficult for Samira, but what is going on there? What is going on in this game? I don't know. I don't understand. What? I don't understand. I have no idea. Please don't play queen take, play pawn take. Because if you play queen takes and you have a rook coming. What is going on in this game? I'm really confused by what is going on. Okay. I will let them play the game and we see that just after. So Justman has been playing and lost against attack. Maybe Justman should just focus on one tournament, because for now he ended up losing on both. So maybe not the best technique. I mean, Gaspar against Ale, as we saw before, it was like a little bit of a weird game, but Gaspar ended up getting material, and now he gets like a lot of material, and he finally checkmate. Okay, clean game from Gaspar. Now, okay, so we let these two games around there, that are the two games left, and we will go to the normal open. At the top of the tournament, we have Potato Turtle against Aditya. Potato Turtle with the same opening. That is a little bit weird, but ended up functioning quite well until there. Okay. All right, so we let them play. Justin against Gino. So this is a Happy Pawn duel, Happy Pawn challenge between two students. What will happen there? We will see that. Up, up, up. Okay, so both players developing their cell. Okay, Justin sacrificing bishop for 3 pawns is actually totally fine. Okay. Can you bring some more pieces? That will be one of the questions there. Okay. We let that on pause and see a bit later. Burger John. Can Burger John end up doing something in that game? We will see that. I'm curious about it, honestly. Ooh. Seems like it's still morning time for Burger John. A bit difficult to play because Burger John is actually in the UK right now, and I guess it's like 8 or 9 a.m. So it's a little bit difficult maybe on Saturday morning. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a bit difficult. Down 2 pieces, that start to hurt. So yeah, of course, has to trade pieces, has to trade the queen. Probably denied by Burger John. Okay. Okay. That's a weird move. If you want my opinion, that's a weird move. I am not sure what's going on there. What? Oh, it was checkmate. So the move is a bit weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on today, but it seems like both players are actually quite troubled. Like each player, a lot of players there today are really troubled in the way they play. Okay, so Mathis against AKMM. The ranking difference is quite huge. Ouch. Should take the queen there, but okay, that would probably explain a lot of things. Mathis is not known for being quite nice with beginners. He has no mercy. Mathis he's a competition player, so a bit sorry for the AKMM. Didn't have the chance to stand out on this game. Okay, so teacher step for the third game of the day. Let's see how it will go. So some interesting things, but I have to be careful. Okay, take advantage against somebody. Trading the queen, everything perfect for teacher self for now. Okay, everything great. And it seems like this game will turn out great, and we'll see about that. Okay, you do have a pawn check. You can take the pawn on a check. Knight here, you take that. I mean, the knight is much, much stronger than your dear. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What is going on there? Let yourself checkmate by 3 pieces like this. That's weird. But okay, a bit confusing. I have to say, really confusing about what's going on. Okay, we got the idea now. The idea is clearly to develop that bishop there, and then to take the pawn on a check. Except if can end up having some additional occasion, but yeah. Or maybe it's just to push the pawn on a check, because this one actually works as well. But oh no, it doesn't work, because you push the pawn, you have knight coming there on a check, and if you choose to take the knight, then it has a fork and you lose your rook. So it doesn't work. But will Jessica saw it or not? That's another big question. Okay, so he has to go up or to go down. He cannot go up. If you go up, you have the fork. If you go down, you go, oh, that hurt. Okay. So yeah, it seems like everybody's tired. Maybe it's the end of the month, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's going a bit in a weird way today. Oops. Well, you have the fork. Okay. All right. So I guess like we will see about these games, but okay. So how will Justin manage that? Trading the queen, you don't have any choice. Okay. Yeah, that's a rook. Okay, so 4 pawns for rook is actually okay. It's actually quite okay, but yeah. Ouch, that's a rook. Okay, what's going on with the blunders today? I'm really confused. Trading. I'm really confused by what's going on. Now losing a knight. Okay. So maybe we'll have some surprise in the ranking today, because we already have a lot of surprise. We have a lot of surprise in the games. I have to say, as a whole, really surprising to see like a lot of good players giving away pieces for free. I'm confused. I have to say, I'm confused. Okay. So yeah, I like Samira winning against Haller. It's like, what's going on there? And getting only 11 elo to win against the 1600. Also, Liches, please, what's going on? What's going on, Liches? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, so a lot of confusion in these games. Yeah, a lot of confusion. I'm not sure about that. I want to know, but okay. So we just start the game between Satak and AX. I'm not sure. AX maybe. Park against Gaspar. Park is gone. Jasmine is gone. Okay, so let's go back there. I think Jasmine is not fully gone. Maybe he's not. Let me see. Jasmine is there. Oh, he got a bye. Okay. So I guess he's not playing. Why do I have 5 games? One of the games is over. Is there one of the... Oh, okay. So this game is actually over between Jessifer and Sibimint. So yeah, Jessifer had quite a lot of troubles. I struggle to understand what's going on as well. Yeah, okay. And after that, resign. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at Teacher Seb. What is going on with Teacher Seb today? Yeah, I mean, it had a fork. Now with the bishop to protect, double the rooks. Okay, now go to take. All right. Okay. Now the bishop is trapping, but it's fine. Okay. 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 Is it working? No, it's not working. What? Because rook take, pawn take, and then rook here. It's not working. Okay. So now teach yourself have 2 pieces advantage. This game is yours. Took, double jump, little fork, game over. I think that's probably the easiest thing to do for black. And for white, I'm sorry, black. Sorry, white, but I have no idea what you can do indeed. No idea. Because every pieces are quite trapped. The pawn are passed. Seems it's a difficult game. Okay. Really, John, how is it going? Oh, moving the queen there is dangerous. That's dangerous. I can move here. Have a little fork. Okay. So got a little check. Come back. Pin the bishop. Move the rook. Okay. I try to understand where this is going because I'm still confused about that. Believe me, I don't know what Bengajon is trying to do. I guess because he's down 2 pieces. He's trying to get a draw, probably, which would be totally understandable, but oh, now trading pieces, that's difficult. Get a pawn. Okay. I'll be trying to circle around, but will it work? Seems like Lulu is not ready to keep up and still want to trade the queens. So it might be quite difficult to play. Okay, let's go back with Justin. He find a way to escape that. Oh, and he got a rook now. He don't get a rook. Too late. Okay. So he's pushing the pawns. Alright, he got 1 piece back for the price of the little pawns. And he got the rook. Okay. Oh no, the knight. No, what's going on? Can Justin manage to turn that into a victory? Well, I have to say, if black don't sacrifice the knight, they will never get it. So, I mean, this pawn will pass. So what's the option? If you don't sacrifice the knight and you move your king up, you lose the knight and then you lose the game. If you sacrifice the knight, king take, and you cannot block, it's game over. I don't see anything else. And if you push here to try to get, you need to, this one can work. It can work, but you need to be sure that when you promote on a check. So you need the white king to be on that diagonal, otherwise it will not work. But anyway, it will take way too much time. And white should arrive first. Okay, so here the objective is clearly to go for the little check. But again, it's not working. Because after the check, you can just move. Yeah, the check is not working. Oh, it's not working. Okay. Okay, we let that on pause and go back a little bit later. This game timeout. This game is running finally. What is going on in that game? Again. Oh, okay. That's really tricky. But you lose your queen. I'm really confused by this new opening, you know? Like, it's crazy how messy it is today about the openings. Look like nobody is playing a normal thing. Okay, so IX down a queen after 10 move. That's tough. That's quite tough. Okay, so okay, here what's going on between Potato Turtle and Adia? Looks like Adia just time out, but again down so much material. Yeah, down 2 pieces, right of checkmate. Okay. And now, okay, black resigns, so Justin managed to get his game. What a difficult game. What a difficult game. today for every player. It's crazy. Oh, they paused the trade. Poor Bungajon. Now he's down 2 pieces. He has only 2 pawns for the pieces, but what can he do? There is nothing to do. That's so sad. Okay. So what about that? As we said, it will be like really, really difficult to play for white. There is no move. Yeah, and now the pawns are going, and there is a queen, and that's immediate checkmate. Okay, GG, teacher step. Nice game. Finally starting your series of the day. Okay, so we still have this game, but is it really challenging? I mean, imagine pushing your pawns here, it would be a stalemate. Literally, he's taking the time. He's like, wait a minute, what should I do? Okay, now you can push your pawn. Okay, have 1 square. You lose a knight check. Needs checkmate. Beautiful. Not that beautiful. Should go for the knight check. The knight is the best piece on the board. I have no bias. Believe me, absolutely no bias. Except that I appreciate knights. What? What's going on? Oh, okay. Wanted to have the pawn check. Okay, alright. Alright. So what do we have there? We still have a game between Satak and IX. That's losing a rook. Okay, so now what is going on in the game again? Going for checkmate with pawns, I guess. A lot of confusion today. Really a lot of confusion. And of course, the moment that it had so much confusion is the moment that the day I didn't join the tournament. So I cannot even try to stick some elo on these players that are not in the shape of the day. I'm sad about that. You should probably join. But oh, now if I join, I might play against Sel and so on. Maybe I will play against. I will have 0 points. Justman seems like he left. Did he? No, he didn't left yet. Okay, so I might play like even Bungajon. Okay, I will see, but for now I don't want to do that to you, Bungajon. I think you have a rough day already. So let you get some points first, and then maybe I will see about that. Okay, so white resigned indeed. That was like the #1 thing to do. There is nothing else to do about that, and we will arrive in round 5 from a beginner tournament. In the normal tournament, we are already at the round number 4, just starting the round number 4. Okay, so Potato Turtle, if you need to lose 1 game in a tournament, please lose this one. Okay, so we see how it goes. CB Miki against Matisse. So on paper, quite an equal game, but who knows now? I guess we will see that a little bit more in detail. Going to try and not give away all my pieces. Say Bungajon on the chat on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, we will continue to have a look at the game of John, of course, of Bungajon, just to see and be sure that everything is going fine. Okay, so that's a little mistake, losing a queen. It's not just a mistake, but okay. So Matisse seems pretty fair in this game right now with a queen advantage. I guess it will be quite difficult to play. For it will indeed be difficult to play. Oh, and there is a checkmate coming. Okay, that was fast. That was fast. As we said before, Matisse has no mercy. You don't really mind if to be nice with player or to try to play for the game. He plays for the win, and on some other points, he's totally right about that. Just don't waste time and go for it right away. Okay, Lulu against Attia. I think Castle might have been like a smarter choice because you have some little bishop check coming. And this is creating troubles. But we will see that. Can black find this move or not? That's another question. For me, bishop check seems like fair move, and knight cannot even take. If knight takes, then the bishop is hanging. So, yeah, probably bishop check, king move, and then you just castle and you're fine. Seems like thinking time for Attia right now. Okay, Jessica against Gino. Let's see how it will go. Okay, so we have a similar kind of opening from Jessica, a bit passive. Yeah, and Gino already going for the attack. Interesting. AKMM Happy Pawn against Teacher Seb. Ouch, that hurt in the opening. That hurt. Ouch, that double hurt. Oh, that hurt again. Okay, so the game is going one side, definitely. It's going only one side. I don't think Teacher Seb will ever have the time to develop his pieces. That he will end up with every pieces against no pieces. Seems a bit difficult for AKMM. I think probably should join the beginner tournament instead of the normal tournament. Checkmate is coming. Can feel it. Probably like the queen check. Now you have only one square. The knight, and then only one square, and then the checkmate. Okay, pretty sweet from Teacher Seb. Up. Okay. What about Burger John? I will take your side, Burger John. I hope everything will be fine. Let's see against the chessman how it will go. We'll see that. Okay, so for now, no pieces, no gift. That's pretty clean, John. Just hope that you can turn this game around. Okay, so for now, no surprise. Jennifer against Gino, developing step by step, slow. Okay. Lulu against Attia, how is it going? This fork is not working, Lulu. What? Huh? What sacrificing? I mean, you could sacrifice the bishop because this would have been a smart move because you do have a check after that. That could be interesting, but now, what's going on with sacrificing all the pieces? I don't know. And trading after that, what? Okay. So how come Attia is winning all his games? Maybe because he's the one that will not make blunder. Okay, I'm confused by this game. Really confused. Okay, so here not so much. It's moving quite slow. Good thing for us, we can follow every game. So, okay. So Justin developing, bringing the knights out. Ouch, that's a little fork. Huh? Why not take it? Is there a threat? I don't see it. I don't see the threat. Okay, so or maybe Potato Toucher just trying to be nice. Is it possible? Maybe. Or maybe he has another objective in mind. Ouch. Ah. Okay, Potato Turtle is really playing nice, definitely on that one. Can't say anything about that. The knight is hanging. Takes knight. Well, okay. So here, as you can see, the knight is really powerful. He has a center square. This knight is not so powerful. So it's pretty easy thing, easy target. You say, okay, I actually can trade one of my worst piece against a very nice one. Should I do it? The question is probably already answered. You should just take it. And here is the opposite thing. Here you have a very strong knight against a very useless bishop. Should you trade? Question is already answered as well. Probably not. And Justin have been doing the opposite on this game. Okay, getting a pawn. Was that really the technique there? Okay. I'm still not sure. I mean, there is still a fork there because the knight is indeed dangerous compared to the other pieces. So, yeah. Okay, we see that. Next talk, let me open these games to see a bit what's going on. Gaspar again. Okay, Jasmine is playing both games, right? Okay, so Gino again, Jessica. Resign. I don't understand. But okay, down a piece and resign. But she's not down a piece now. He was down a piece like a long time ago, since the beginning. He's down a piece from like move 3, move 6, sorry. Okay, we had moment to resign. I don't understand again. I'm really confused by the player today. Okay, so here pretty clear you cannot take it. Knight take, try to pressure on that. Now you can take. Nope. Okay, taking that. Okay. Okay, now rook takes. This one's fine. Okay, I'm still confused a bit about the way. Oh no, I was gonna say like black will win and Atia will win, but he's stalemate. Okay. With 5 minutes on the clock, so it means it was just like a little blunder because it didn't look enough. Okay, Potato Turtle is playing really fair, really nice today. As you can see, and Justin missed that he actually loses his queen. And now Potato Turtle is like, okay, should I actually take your queen? But this might mean like this might mean that the game is over. Or should I play fair and just move my queen away? Pretend that he didn't see it. Okay, pretend that he didn't saw it. Quite nice, quite nice. I guess if Justin didn't react right now, then you will take the queen. Okay. I was checking the date, but now it's not April 1st. So it's not April Fool Day. I'm not sure about today. I don't understand. Really. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's understandable from Samira. It's not so easy. Now you have a move to play. Okay, yeah. That's the main reason why you move your king first. Just to avoid that you have a rook coming and start to attacking all your pieces during the time you are trying to protect yourself. Okay, so let's just go one move back and we take the side of Gaspar on that just to see how is it going for Mr. Gaspar Peretti, De Peretti. Up. Okay, that's a bit dangerous, but all right. Going back, and now as soon as the knight will move, this is a checkmate, but the checkmate never came. And now Jasmine is moving his queen 3 times in a row just to go and try to checkmate. Ouch! But you don't have to do that, or you have to indeed. No, you can move your king up. You move your... Oh, no, because you have the check. Okay, so, yeah. Getting checkmate after Jasmine took, like, literally 4 moves to prepare it. I mean, you have the time to see it coming. Okay. Bunker John that is writing a comment saying, I blunder only one piece in this game, but it was my queen. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Little problem indeed. Okay, and a checkmate. Okay, all right. And Samira against X. Can Samira turn this game around against IX AI 12? Not so sure, but at least Samira is trying, you know, like going for it. Okay, so we can see the end game. Oh yeah, okay, that's a bit sad indeed for Bunkertron to lose the game on that because it was quite in a nice position. We still have Potato Turtle playing with Justin right now. So letting Justin attack. Okay, that's interesting. Oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Okay, so now it's a bit tense. Now it's a little bit tense. Okay, so this one is like the two last games from this little tournament, at least from this round. Ouch. And we end up have a rook trade, which is not really like a very good solution for white, as they are down quite a lot in material. But we'll see what's going on outside. Ah, so today we have a guest. I don't really need to have the camera. I don't really need to have the camera to show you about our guest, because our guest is not online, he's directly with me. He's looking at the chess game right now. You can give me some advice, okay? Can help me to play. Ah, okay. He just say no, he don't want to help me play. What is going on in this game? Why would Potato Turtle even making a draw? But all right, fair enough for Justin. You get as much elo as you will get with the win, so it's a pretty nice ending for you. Okay, and now like IX is going there. So for now, what's going on in this tournament? What do we have? First, Potato Turtle, Justin, Matisse. Yeah, Matisse lost only one game against Potato Turtle. And now we have 6 new games. That I will open right away. And I have to turn that down just to be sure that we will not have the sound and the pieces moving on 6 boards in the same time. Okay, looks like Samira is trying everything right now. And now maybe trying to move the pawns, who knows, to get a stalemate. Can it be? Can it be like this? That will be a good question. Let's see that. In the beginner tournament, we have star attack, basically just like I would say quite crushing everyone. That's how it happened for now. And IX number 2 just behind, especially after just lost against Satak. So we'll see what's going on. If IX can come back in this tournament, that will not be so easy indeed. Gaspard Deperetti is not too fast, well, 2 points behind. But I would say, like, for now, it has more fight between, like, the number 2 and number 3 than between the number 1 and the other. Satak is already 1.5 points ahead, which is quite a lot. Okay, then we have white resign on this game, giving another victory for IX. So Jasmine, Potato Turtle, same opening, same little bit of troll opening. Matisse against Justin. Let's see what's going on. Can be interesting in both games as they are both my students. So I guess that will be a bit challenging if I have to get some sort of a prognostic, an idea, say who will win. I hope for a draw because they are both my students, but I have to say Matisse is probably a little bit ahead about regular practice and about level as well. And Justin is a bit more creative, but can he show some creativity in this game? I don't know yet. So we'll have to follow that, but for me that's definitely the game of the round. Justin going for the little four, that's tricky. That's tricky, and Matisse got tricked. So that's a bit what I was saying about the creativity, because probably that Matisse didn't saw it coming. Okay, so Matisse is going for the offensive way, lost the pawn back. I feel like this game will be as interesting as Messi, but Matisse, you have to be careful. Now you have a queen check coming, and if you don't do anything, it's a checkmate. So this is probably what Matisse is thinking about. Another big question that we have to mention, that we have to think about is, will Justin see it or not? This one is another big question. So a bit tricky game. Creativity against pure power, pure performance. That is Matisse. We'll see that. Lulu against Happy Pawn. Sebastian, as we call him, the legend of Happy Pawn. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Okay, what's going on there? Seems pretty fine, but you have a beautiful double pawn that are doing like the colonel, as we said in French. Oh, bishop take. That's surprising. Try to keep a little island of pawns. Ooh, going for the fork. Pretend to protect the knight, but going for the fork. That's a nice move. But because even if Lulu is seeing it, what can he do except moving the king? Not much. Looks like it. Okay. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Next game. Standard openings there. Oh. I'm not sure about that move. Still. Okay. 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 Objective is pretty clear. Moving there. Pawn take, knight move, checkmate. It's a really, really easy attack, but will black have time to do something before the attack of white? That's another surprise, because the pawn is still hanging there. I mean, that's a free pawn. Okay, we see that. Super Bungtron. Up, up, up. Okay, okay. So both players are not in their top form, top performance today. So we'll see what's going on. I guess it will be interesting. That's my guess. All of that to go back, John? You don't have a better idea. I think you could find better. I mean, you build all of that. You might want to use it. What? Oh. Okay, I was trying to think about what's going on there. But it's still exactly the same thing, you know? Like, that you will push the pawn deep, except that this one is actually not working because you can just take it. Yeah, I got confused, I have to say, but nice try. At least you get the basics. AKMM Happy Pawn. You get like the idea of what is a fork and stuff, but now you need to learn how to protect it, how to really build your game. It will probably be a bit more helpful for sure. But you have probably a lot of time to learn about that. Okay, John, Jennifer, how will this game go? Building on both sides, taking time on both sides. That's no surprise. And I cannot believe that black attack ended up working. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow, okay. So yeah, it's crazy that it actually worked. I was not expecting it. Teacher step against Lulu, it's going back. Teacher step is going for the, hey, I will fork you on both sides. What do you plan to do? Trading pieces. That's the answer. Huh? Oh, okay. Cannot take because of the rook is hanging. Nice. Now can take. Oh, now can still cannot take. Okay. So the pin is still there. finally Lulu saw it. He's like, no, please let me take your knight. I really want to take your knight. Matisse against Justin. Justin saw it. Matisse saw it, sorry. But it has something like even better, even more beautiful. You have the famous, not famous yet, but you actually have the beautiful move, Bishop f5. And what Bishop f5 is doing is attacking the queen. And if the queen is moving around, then you potentially have some attack on the square. But can you really get something? Because I just see like, okay, you actually have queen h6. Can it work? Seems like no. Or you go even better and you go, no, this one's just work. Okay, I stopped to try checkmates. Justin took a much easier way, threatening checkmate, threatening to take the pawn, and after queen h4, a check there, and it's a checkmate. So at the end, after a very weird game of 15 moves, Justin ended up create, like we say, like write history and beat Matisse, even if on paper Matisse is much stronger. Probably one of the current weakness of Matisse when he's in a comfort zone, when he's playing with openings he know, with stable positions, he's very strong. But when he's a little bit out of what he knows, as you can see, it's a little bit difficult because he forgot about his defense. So little thing to check about that. Good game for both players, but Matisse obviously got surprised, even if he was the favorite on that game. Teacher said he's going to trade. What will you do with that pawn? Not much, obviously, yeah. Huh? Okay. Got confused again. So now he's the lonely pawn against the pawn structure. Let's see. Can be interesting one more time. Okay, so in a beginner tournament, what do we saw? We saw that Sartak ended up winning the tournament, IX number 2, and Gaspar number 3. And Samira, special mention for Samira. Samira ended up winning 2 of the 4 games she played with a 700 elo. And she won games against 2 players that are stronger than her. So I would say big up Samira, you played a very nice tournament. That was nice. Good one. Up. Okay. So we go back to the I didn't saw, but Potato Turtle just wrote on the chat of the tournament, I miss you, Louis, to call my name, actually saying like he missed playing with me, probably because he's the only 2000 elo in the tournament, which I would say like, fair enough, Potato, I understand you, I understand you. I would love to play with you, but now even if I start to play, I cannot beat you, or maybe cannot even play against you. So that might not be so fun. But it has like one more round, I guess, after. Oh, we have 2 more rounds. You know what, guys? So a beginner tournament is over. Let me join for the next round. Let's see if I can steal some elo somewhere. That could be nice. Ouch, that hurts. Potato is obviously not in a good shape. Feel like he's sick or maybe he missed me too much and he cannot find a way to turn the game around. Like every games have no sense. But you still have to win, Potato. You still have to go for it. And I know you can. That's my best encouragement message right now. Okay. Teacher said he's has some troubles about time. What's going on? Okay. Both question marks. Teacher said a question mark. Okay, Jennifer Bergeron, what is going on? Come on, Bergeron, you can do it. This is your moment. You just got a rook. This is your moment. Come on, Bergeron. You can do it. You can do it. You trade pieces. That's nice. Just have to be careful about the little attack now. You can do it. You just have to protect that. You can even push a pawn. It will be fine. Believe me, it will be fine. If you trade the queens, you are fine. Okay. Oh, maybe not the rook I would choose. What will you do with that big that square bishop? Okay, I'm confused. I'm highly confused, but I'm sure you can turn this around. Okay. Oh. Okay, Chessifer is going back with another attack. Can Bungle John survive that? Wow, that's a tricky thing. End up stealing the pawn from teacher Seb. 13 seconds on the clock. Wow, okay. So the big challenge there, I guess, is can Sebastian manage to turn this around or not? Even with a low time. The history is a previous game between Lulu, and Happy Pawn Seb says that Seb won one game. Can Lulu write history and turn this around? Not really turn this around, just finish the game because winning a little bit. Try to go for the piece trade. Justify Bungle John start to be low on time. To avoid being scammed, I would say I would just join the tournament, but I cannot join anymore. What? Who says that I cannot join? I cannot join. I'm sad now. I really wanted to join the tournament, but I cannot. There is no ranking restrictions. Is there like a rule saying like you cannot join a tournament after round like 4, 5? I'm confused. I really thought that I could join it before. I think I joined like last moment. Just one saying, I can't believe that I'm winning against Potato Turtle. Well, Potato Turtle is not in the mood today. But are you really winning, Jasmine? I mean, you have 2 pawns, but does it mean you win the game? Not sure. Not sure. But nice try. I mean, nice try about giving the pawn with a little check. But Potato Turtle find another way. No, you're not really winning. You might have to be careful. Okay. So now we have to follow about that game. Seb against Lulu, still tense. Still low time for Seb. Bungle John against Jennifer. Big thing. This game was I was gonna say like this queen was not there. This queen just turned around. Okay. Oh, cannot take. That's quite tough. Yep. Okay. So Christopher found the key. I think the key of your game, Bungle John, is actually that you went too far. You probably underestimate a bit about the attacks that White has, Christopher had on your castle. And the queen never have to go away. You have to keep the queen away. The queen's there. The queen is there to be safe, to be protected. You don't have any reason to go away. You need to trade the queen. If you trade the queen, you can manage it, you know. But now, I mean, it's a bit difficult. You got trapped. Yeah, that's the sadness of the game. So, can Potato Turtle turn it around? Looks like no. That's a no for today. What was your idea? What was the idea of Potato Turtle by just losing a piece? Oh, trying to pin. Now the pin is still working. Why not just pinning it? Oh, because you have the bishop coming back. Ooh. Okay. Oh. What's going on, potato? What is going on? Oh, okay, Bengal John. No worry. See you in 1 month, John. You know, sometimes, yeah, you need to sleep enough hours. That's 100% important. So I wish you like a great night. You might indeed need it. Okay, in potato turtle, might be the same for you, you know. You might actually need an extra hour, 2 extra hours of sleep. Seems to be a pretty fair thing. Okay, that's tense. That's tense. That's tense, but I like tense game like this. I'm just really sad that I cannot join. I would love to join, believe me. Even Bazu is showing, Bazu is my dog, and he's showing me signs that he actually wants to join the tournament as well. He's looking at it like, I want to join. It's okay. You will join one day, but I need to teach you how to play first. Okay. Okay. I cannot trade. Knight e2, the knight has to move back. You have no choice. Yeah. So now the king is actually trapped. The king has no scopettes. Imagine finding a checkmate. Oh, the king. Okay, the king has one space back. Okay. So again, you don't have to take, but you cannot do much. You cannot go up, cannot go down. Forced to go on a clock. Yeah, I have to move the king. If you move the knight, you lose. That's a big problem. But after pawn take back, king go up. Now he's still lost. That's a huge problem. That's losing the pawn, but now you can go there. Okay. Trading the knight. Ah. Well, anyway, we say like you will lose it anyway about the pawn. It's like one move, one move, one move, one move. Oh, okay. She's just going to push the pawn instead. Okay, and end up just resigning for teacher Seb. Definitely not your day, teacher Seb. That's like quite a big loss today. 150 euros, quite expensive. By the way, now that I'm looking at the profile of teacher Seb, I can show you that oh, okay, this one is actually the previous one, but on the Happy Pawn shop for the students, you can actually go and enjoy our magazine. You can order it. You can get it with your points that you get during the class, that you get during the tournaments as well, if you actually join it. So you might want to check out. If you play against teacher Seb, after that you can probably just go to his profile and see everything about our magazines. Otherwise, you can just go to the website. This is in the link of the description below. You have our website, you have the possibility to get a class, a free trial class, if you actually want to learn about chess. That can also be quite interesting for you if you want to improve at chess. Okay, so we might have next round, Lulu against Justin, Mihit against Potato Turtle, Matisse against Jasmine, Shabhabi against Jessifer, AKMM Happy Pawn against Gino. So this is the 5 games we have. We'll see what's going on there. Okay, so for now, not much. For now, everything fine. Okay, Potato Turtle playing a Scandinavian defense. That's the time that he missed me because this is one of the opening I play. Okay. All right. So, okay. I will detail the side of Matisse. Can Matisse wake up? I would not say wake up, but just like uh, get it back mentally after the loss of the previous round. I'm sure he can. He's a tournament player, so he should be able to do it. And he ended up going for it with a Sicilian defense. It will be fine. Everything will be fine. It's not a big deal. Okay, Justified is offline. He might be declared offline, not losing elo of course, but just be declared offline after this, after a few times in this game for sure. But we will see. We'll definitely see about that. Okay, so a bit messy between Gino and AKMM Happy Pawn going for check. And it seems like the funny part is AKMM Happy Pawn knows about tactic. And he found a check where he can get a free bishop. And Gino forgot about it. And now he takes the bishop. And she loses the queen on the spot. That hurt. Gino, you had everything. AKMM, AK2M, I would say AK2M. You had everything. You had a free bishop. You found the tactic already. But then suddenly in one move, you lose everything. That's so sad. Okay, Jesper might be online now. Not sure what is the reason. Okay. Matisse, Jasmine, this is definitely the game of the round, I guess. Potato Turtle against Mihit. Let's see how it will go. Look. Okay, a lot of trades. For now, no surprise. Justin, number 1 against number 3. Justin against Lulu. Oh, we have to change side. Let's see if Justin can manage to win the game. I think if Justin wins the game, he will be really close to win the tournament. Oh, wow. What is going on there? Oh, he missed it. Oh, no. What is going on? So when you make a mistake, and let's say you lose a queen, don't trade all your pieces. That's really the thing to avoid. You keep your pieces alive because this is what gives you a chance to survive. With no pieces, now Justin, you see you are down a full knight. You are down a full queen for just a knight. And you only have 2 rooks to compensate. And it might be difficult. Because now you start to have some threats on you. And you lose a knight. That's a game without it. 100%. Up. Okay. So, Potato playing the defense, playing the, I would say like an easy mode. Oh, wow. Again, Matisse didn't see it coming. Like, why not taking the pawn there? What's the point? I don't know. Now losing a rook. So now Matisse is down a rook. That's also a little bit surprising, you know? Like, why? Not sure. Did he saw something that I didn't saw? Maybe it's about the energy of the day. It seems like today everybody's tired. And of course, that's the day I didn't join the tournament. Okay, so Justify is back, but only have 1 minute 40 on the clock. Will it be enough for Justify? Will it be enough? This one is really a big question because I'm not sure about it. Will it be enough for Justify? So we try to follow all the games as soon as we have some moves that are played. So here, Jasmine against Matisse. Matisse is trying to go for it, but he has some troubles. He definitely has some troubles. move, I guess. I see only one move, but it means you still have to trade another rook, which is probably not what you want. Because if you trade a rook, then you are in trouble. You are down a full rook. Means you have 0 rook against 1. Okay. Seems to be played a bit faster there against Potato Turtle. That also Potato Turtle is getting quite crushed there against CB Mihit. Another big thing. Oh, you have the discover attack, discover take. Wow. This one was a real discover attack. This one is not. Okay. So still waiting for Potato Turtle. In my opinion, 2 knights are stronger than a rook and 2 pawns. But for the computer, you still have 1 pawn's advantage. But if well played, the knights are way stronger. Because of this pawn, I cannot really count it as a full pawn. It's my own opinion, of course. Okay, now you have a queen f4 coming. Queen f4 attacking the bishop, threatening potentially some dirty attacks there. If you play queen f4, maybe you're afraid of that move, I guess. Oh, and then you have only 1 square. Okay, so that's why I understand that. The rook is pinned. Big problem. Can play that. Can play the bishop. The bishop can come there. Yeah. Okay, bishop. And then I guess one of the objectives might be to maybe push that pawn, make the bishop go away, or you just move your knight like this. And you have free attack on the pawn. Okay. Move and check. Okay. So now you are back to have like 2 protections in that. Oh, 3 protection, sorry. So you have the queen protecting, the bishop protecting, and the king protecting. So you need more. You need more. Okay. Could a little knight here be a solution? No. No, it's not for Potato Turtle. He's going for the easy mode. Standard. Okay, so about Lulu against Justin. Indeed, Justin didn't survive without the queen, which is not so surprising. When you give away your queen, you cannot be expected to survive too much. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, that's unexpected. But now that Matisse is winning, good luck. Because he will not let anything play around and he will play his game. Was it a misclick? Because it looked like it could be a misclick. But who knows? How can we be sure? So now, okay, we saw the second rook coming. Now we have 2 rooks. And a little pawn coming from little check. Okay, so Potato Turtle is actually pretty safe. He's threatening one of the 3 defense of that pawn. There is no way to add more protection. There is no way to attack. It's a pretty solid way to play. Potato Turtle is playing quite good right now. At least in defense. Maybe it's like the last resort thing, you know? Like when you absolutely have no choice. And you need to find something to play. Otherwise you end up losing. So of course, the CBME, he saw that he's trying to sacrifice the rook to say like, fine, you know what, I will end up sacrificing my rook to get a check. Even if it's not enough. But at least you survive. Now, which knight to use? No, I don't like this move because you have the checks there. I need to come back. Okay, so now you do have to move your knight. Huh? He's losing. What's going on? I am really confused. I am confused about what is going on in this kind of games. Yeah, resign. You have nothing to do. You lose your queen. Oh. Okay, so Matisse going for it. Knowing Matisse, he will go, and if he cannot get the knight, he will find a way to trade it. Now we are on the rush board. It will go past. Should go past. Yeah. Asking for a trade. Trying to say, hey, hello. This will not be a trade. It will push your pawn, but it will be a trade in any other ways. Or maybe I will just push my pawn and it will not be a trade. At the end, I will just get your knight for free. No. But this play is like, okay, I can trade now, I trade now. Pawns are worth more than what this knight can be. Okay, and he will get a second queen. Okay. So, this game quite easy. Okay. Queen blunder. It happened a lot in this tournament, definitely. Okay, and then Jasmine resign. So we'll have one more round. We'll have one more round. And in this round, we have Lulu at the top of the tournament, followed by Justin, followed by Sibimi, followed by Matisse. And this is the surprising thing, that the players that are the strongest in a tournament, knowing Jessica, Potato, Teacher Seb, are number 5, number 6, and even Jasmine now, but number 8 and number 9. Yeah. So who will win the tournament? That will be interesting to see. We have number 1 against number 3. So Lulu against Sibimi Hit. Number 2 against number 5. Justin against Jessifer. Matisse against Shambhavi. Gino against Happy Pawn. Seb. And AKMM against Potato Turtle. So that's the last round, final round. Everything can change because we have 5 players with 4 points of 1.5. So Lulu, if Lulu wins, it's 100% sure win about this game, about this tournament. Otherwise, if Lulu lose, so this is really the game that will change everything. If Lulu lose, everybody can win. So we'll follow that game, each move one by one. Okay, and we take the side of Justin on that. I'm sorry, Jessica, but Justin is actually playing for the win of the tournament. So we have to take that. Matisse is also playing for the win. Let's see. How do you you cannot really say that now. But okay. So Happy Pawn Seb playing as Gino. Let's go to see how the Gino can do. Okay, so for now, no big surprise in the openings. Everything looked like a standard. Potato is playing fun. Yeah, Potato is playing fun. Gino is going back. Go and back. Okay. Matisse end up going there training the queens. Okay. But now the game is equal. Now the game is equal. 1 point advantage still for Matisse. Still consider it. Can Jessica win the game or will Justin win? We will see that later. For now, whatever happened in all the other games we saw previously, it doesn't matter too much because everything is about Lulu winning or not. And for now, Lulu is doing the job. With a piece against 2 pawns and a bishop check. Yep. Pretty checkmate. But losing a rook on the side, wow. Okay. All right. Looks like CBB, he actually don't want to lose that tournament. He don't want to lose. He wants to win. And I can easily imagine CBB being quite sad because he missed that. And now he has no rooks anymore. But he has the bishop pair. So, yeah, okay, down 3. So can CBB do it? Can he beat the actual number 1 of the tournament? It will make him be the number 1. Yeah. So I guess everything will be about the tie break. If all of the number 2, number 3, number 4 manage to sort their game quite well. So we'll see that. Justin is still surviving against Jessica, which is never an easy thing. What about Matisse? Matisse is doing fine. Managing it fine. Okay, trading. Getting another pawn. Trading. Trade the rocks. Oh, but that's risky. Maybe not. Okay. Where is that? For now it's equal. Gino against teacher Seb. How is it going? Okay. Okay. Until there, everything good. Potato ended up being the first one finishing his game. And for now, Potato had 4.5. But even right now, he will still be at the maximum number 2. But he secured his place. Cannot do better on this tournament. So now we have to see what Lulu will do to try to survive. But it seems like the game is a bit crooked right now. It's cooked. It will be difficult. Winning a pawn. But missed. Okay. Winning a pawn as well, indeed. Okay. I said now you have the last pawn. Did he know that he has a bishop there? So you just push. Crazy, no. Okay, come on. What's going on there? You have to think about it. Didn't think about it. Just push the pawn. Oh, that's losing bishop. Oh yeah. Okay. That's tough. That's tough. A lot of waste in this game, but well, the best hack for Lulu right now is can Lulu get a hack? Can not get a hack, but can he hack the game and get a draw? Because that's definitely the best thing he can hope for. But no, he will not, and he will lose on the last game of the tournament. Now Lulu is number 3 because he lost tiebreak a lot. And CBB is actually the number 1 right now, with almost the same tiebreak as Justin. So if Justin wins, he can go there. If Matisse wins, he can potentially go there. So this is really the 2 games we have to see. What about Gino? Okay, Gino is a bit too far, but can potentially get the 4th place. If big teacher said, not a very nice for tournament, but at least can get some elo. Okay, So Matisse, for now, I would say he's cooking quite well. He's doing the job. He's doing the job. And be sure that he will find... Oh, he took a pawn. Okay. Shambavi is cooking. What's going on there? What's going on in all these games? That's really weird, but okay. So you just have like, it looks like every time the stronger player is always losing in this tournament today. Or that start losing a piece for Justin. That's not what you want to do against Jessifer, because Jessifer is most of the time not losing pieces. He's the one taking the pieces and then he can just trade hard. Okay, Matt is trying to survive. Will he survive? Maybe. He's close enough. Looks like Shambavi is struggling in defense. You have only one thing to do, Shambavi. You don't take and you just go and take that pawn. Matisse will have his king come back. 4 move, 3 move, you arrive there. Let's go. You have no choice, Matisse. Okay, you lose your pawn anyway. It's 2 against 1. Trying to undercut the pawns, but... Oh, his mistake. He can go. Okay. Matisse going for checkmate 101. Stalemate 101, sorry. Can he do it? Officially, he cannot. You just have to play king there. That's the only thing you have to do. But now it's white turn to play, and they can take the opposition. You have to play king a1. That's a move. King a1 is a move. You have no choice. King c1 is losing. King c2 is losing. King a1 is losing, but later. Okay. Yeah, Jessica is going to trade pieces. Reduce the risk. You don't want anything like that to happen. Matic is thinking. Okay. Can teacher Seb start to cook? For now, 1 point advantage. Will it be enough? Okay. Matt is playing the repetition. And now he cannot, because now you have king c2. And now you will move on it. Yeah, wherever you go is difficult now. Trying to run away. I don't think Matisse will run so far. Unfortunately, Christopher can Justin turn this around. Low time, down 2 pawns, seems difficult. So this bishop is actually a pawn, but this bishop is stuck like a pawn. So maybe he can turn it easy around. Okay, you have to go king h right now and push that pawn. If the game is totally stuck, then the game is stuck. No, don't trade your pawn. This one is the number 1 pawn. Okay, so Justin is doing the typical mistakes, trading the pieces when you are actually losing, which usually costs you the game. Matt is lose as well. And it looks like CB hit will end up winning. Or maybe it will be Jessica, because Jessica still can win as well. Jessica can win. So if Jessica wins, he might have 5 pawns. So the big question is what Justin can do. Oh, he made a mistake. He lose a pawn. You have to play rook a6 there. That was probably the only move. You see, that's why you don't trade your bishop. Key thing. Trying to go another way, but it will not be enough. He will lose a pawn. And now he will trade the rooks. Yeah. And now it's game over. There is no way to win that. Just need Jessica to make a big blunder, but this would be a miracle. It will not happen. Okay. The teacher said taking the control of the game. Well, that's fair enough. Trying to trade. Okay, that's a trade. That's another trade. Getting 1 pawn. Or moving the king so far was a mistake. It was too soon. Losing another pawn on a check. Oh, you could take that one. That would be an option too. But okay. Prefer to take this one on the side. Because he can go again and take that one. Or maybe he can just go to push the pawn. Yep. Going back. T-Shotep will turn this around. We are all there to see to support T-Shotep. He can do it. We know that. Okay, 20 seconds for Justin. 1 minute for Seb. That's maybe one of the only challenge in this game. The only challenge. Okay. Now what? The pressure for? Pressure again. You might just want to go. Huh? No! I mean, even after trade, you lose at least, yeah, lose 2 pawns. What happened, Seb? I'm confused about your endgame. So now you have to choose basically which pawn will survive and which one will not. Okay. Oh, that's a smart move. I like it. And now get a queen. Okay. No, Bash. Oh, Seb is probably there like, oh no. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Why did I do that? Okay. Okay. No more mistakes, Seb. No more mistakes. Cannot do more. Okay. Taking the opposition, but it's not working. It's not enough. T-Shotep has the right tempo. He has the right tempo. Okay, taking opposition. Great. Now you go. But you have to go to the other side. Yeah, on the right tempo, of course. And now here you go. Now you can push. Okay. Okay. And Gino will not resign. Gino is continuing even of checkmate. Okay. Good finish. Good finish, T-Shotep. That was nice. A nice little move. Okay. Justin will try everything. He has 2 pawns. That's the only last hope. Survival at the end is, can he push his pawn or not? Only 1 game between both players. 1 victory for Justin. No victory for Justin for now. It will be, I have to say, it will be really surprising to see Justin turning things around today, as he seems quite stuck. And I don't think that Justifier will give the game away that easily. Probably not. But will Justifier find the key to win the game? That's another big question. So now, the main thing is that the player who wins that game, if there is one player who wins, oh, Justin lost on time. Okay, so indeed, okay, so in Justin was much higher about like tie break, but now, yeah, okay, it brings Justifier to be number 2, losing on tie break, unfortunately, but at the end, CB hit first time playing and first time winning. That's quite nice. And Lulu on the 3rd place. That's also nice to see. So I would just say congratulations to all the players. We saw so many surprises in this tournament. That was crazy, guys. If you ask me at the beginning of the tournament to pick someone who will win, I could not believe. I would be wrong 15 times before to find who would be the winner of this tournament. That's unexpected. I would say everything in this tournament both tournament, both the kid tournament, as the beginner tournament, and the Happy Pawn Open have been really surprising. So I will let you on that, on surprising game, on surprising tournament, and that will be all for today. I will see you in 1 month at the end of the month of May. Until there, practice your endgame. We saw so many things about endgame. Please practice your endgame. Practice about your chess level and come even stronger next month. That will be all for today. Bye bye.